Hello, Professor. Today we'll be talking about business communication. And firstly, we need to look at all different types of business communication. Firstly, there's marketing communication, management communication, and organizational communication. When it comes to marketing communication, it is the process of advertising goods and services to current and future consumers to increase the sale of goods and services. So it's basically any marketing communication that results in an influx of sales or brand awareness of the company itself. And it would involve email marketing, social media marketing, or just general advertising on billboards. When it comes to management communication, this is related to communication between managers and staff members, or between managers at different levels. And it would include communicating instructions, objectives, constructive feedback, and performance reviews. Lastly, when it comes to organizational communication, it is communication throughout the entire organization, which is pretty self-explanatory. It involves formal and informal communication, meetings, newsletters, and memorandums. Moving on, let's take a look at benefits and challenges of each communication type. When it comes to marketing, there are several challenges such as gathering attention of the audience or maintaining message consistency across media, and as well as calculating return on investments. This makes it a little bit complicating and difficult during marketing communications because there's not specific numbers, for example, to calculate the ROI, or it is in some cases difficult to attract your audience and target market. And then when it comes to benefits, it allows you to have a greater brand recognition, as I mentioned previously. It boosts sales and as well as client loyalty. So when you are providing benefits to your clients through marketing communication and just basically providing them with discounts and so on, they become more loyal to your company and are willing to return back and buy more products. And then when it comes to management communication, there's some challenges such as managing disputes, fear of change, and clear and effective communication. So over here, managing disputes can always be difficult. Therefore, management communication involves those challenges inside there. And the fear of change refers to whenever the management decides to implement a new system or a new rule within the company that some of the employees might not have a very positive reaction towards because they're afraid of something new. And this is what it refers to. When it comes to benefits, it refers to good work environment, goal alignment, employee morale, and the productivity of the overall company and organization. When it comes to organizational communication, there is too much information always, and it also lacks consistency. And there's quite a few communication barriers whenever it comes to working in diverse teams, and therefore you have to always be aware of that. And therefore, in terms of benefits, it provides openness and trust when done perfectly, and cooperation and teamwork, and great and effective information exchange between employees, which improves the overall efficiency and productivity of the organization. And now let's take a look at how would this type of business communication apply to workspaces. So for example, if part of the internship includes promoting goods and services to stakeholders or clients, marketing communication would be the best fit. If the position includes managing teams, giving feedback, or coordinating tasks management, communication would be a much better fit as well. And lastly, when it comes to organizational communication, it would be establishing a determined work environment and guaranteeing alignment with company objectives, which would require organizational communication as the most effective way to communicate. And now let's take a look at my own personal example within my internship. And as a product manager, I believe that management communication is my central communication type that I utilize in my day-to-day work environment. And for example, it refers to coordinating tasks, ensuring task completion and following the deadlines, providing feedback to developers, managing teams, and providing status updates to the higher management. And so all of that involves management communication, and it has to be effective and productive in order to allow my coworkers and other stakeholders to be on top of their deadlines, know what's coming up, know what goals are we trying to achieve, and what objectives we're trying to achieve as well. And then lastly, let's look at the importance of business communication. Over here, it is essential for exchanging ideas, transferring information, and speeding up the decision-making process. And then it also reduces misunderstandings, mistakes, and communication delays to increase productivity. It increases efficiency as well by encouraging teamwork, creativity, and problem solving, as you've seen throughout the past slides. And it also establishes strong connections with suppliers, workers, consumers, and other stakeholders. And lastly, it aids in the general prosperity and the long-term position of the company. And therefore, business communication is a highly valuable concept that each organization and company needs to understand and encompass in order to be more prosperous and productive and efficient company. And lastly, here are my references. Thank you for taking a look at this presentation, and goodbye.